Hi, beautifuls. It's Valerie of Joyful Manifesting. I am a yoga teacher and manifesting coach, and I want to talk to you today about resolutions and why they don't work. We know that New Year's is coming. Have you done a list? Maybe you've been kind of making a little list of things that you want to see happen for you personally in the coming year. And so, sometimes we put down travel and things we want to purchase and other things like that, or a skill that we want to take up. But I want to focus really on the fitness aspect of it, your yoga, fitness, Pilates, and things that maybe inspire you to join a gym or take classes at a yoga studio. And why it is that it's hard to stick with the resolution. We know that there have been a lot of studies and surveys done, and we know that the majority of people who take out gym memberships, which are very easy to take out at the beginning of the year because most gyms offer special New Year's incentives, especially if you join, say, with a buddy or whatever it is, special package at the beginning of the year. And there's no contract, so you as a rule, there's no contract, so you can quit at any time, and it's very easy to get out of it. But we know that as many as 80%, that's one statistic, the highest I've seen was about 80%, the lowest is about 60%. So somewhere in there's an average, maybe it's about 75%, but it's a lot of people who decide that after a very short time, they let the whole thing die. It just lapses. So either they sign up for it and they don't go back, or they find that there's something else they'd rather be doing at that time, or they're scheduling another activity. But whatever it is, it loses steam, and the motivation doesn't hold up. And it can be from feeling that the type of class that you signed up for, if it's a type of yoga class, maybe it feels that it's a little bit out of sync with where you actually are emotionally or physically. I have been teaching yoga and Pilates for about 20 years in Florida, and group fitness has come into it as well within that time frame. So I've seen pretty much the gamut of people come through the door. I've always taught mixed level classes, which means anybody from a newbie to very experienced can come into the class and get the kind of instruction that's appropriate to whatever level they're at. It can be their stage of life, it can be a particular physical condition. But whatever it is, it's designed to accommodate all levels. And nonetheless, there are people who come in and they can feel very intimidated. Maybe it feels like it's too much, or maybe it feels like you don't want too much attention. You'd rather go in and do whatever you can do, and that's fine. You got to start somewhere, but the motivation to keep going can be very, very difficult. Sometimes the idea of holding a yoga pose longer can be very difficult, or the idea of trying a more challenging variation can feel very scary. But whatever it is, the idea of sticking with it can be very difficult, making that regular commitment to be in that class twice a week, or however often that particular class goes on. So I totally understand. And one of the reasons that it's hard to stick with it is because the mindset, you kind of feel you're having to adjust maybe all the time. That's one possibility. But if you have the mindset in place about what kind of benefit you want from the practice before you start. So before you start your fitness practice, before the fitness class, whatever it is, whether it's a Zumba class, a HIIT class, any silver sneakers type of class for those over 55, anything like that, or whether it's a yoga class and you're not sure if it's the right type of yoga for you, for where you are in your life stage, for where you are in terms of how your body is feeling, for your mood, your mind, your emotions. But it's to have the mindset and to be in the state of consciousness, to go into your imagination, take that time. It's like a mini meditation, but it's not exactly trying to stop yourself from thinking. If anything, it's about creating a mindset of imagining how you want to feel, how you would feel after you've been doing yoga for 2 weeks, how you would feel after doing yoga for a month, or even just how you would feel after doing that particular yoga class, that first session. What are the, feeling good about it, as opposed to sometimes you can go into a class and if it's a little at odds with where you're at, you might feel a bit fried afterwards. There's a good way of feeling fried because you really worked hard, and there's another way of feeling fried that you feel very frazzled or scattered, which may be through your nervous system off too much. So you want something you want to have the mindset that it's going to, that you already are that accomplished yoga student. Doesn't mean like someone who's done yoga for 20 years necessarily, but you're accomplished. You've put it together, the breathing and the stretch and the comfort and the ease, and you've dropped out the struggle. Those are a few components that I'll be talking about in the future. But for now, it's just to say you want that mindset of it's done. I've achieved it. So that makes it a lot easier. We know that athletes who do visualizations of themselves doing difficult, their practice, their sport, they have a higher success rate than if they just went into it cold. That visualization is very, very important. So meditation, visualization, but here it's in manifesting, it's beyond even those things because of the way you position yourself in your imagination. You are the actor playing that out. So it is very different. So if you're looking for a way to create that and stop that struggling, I have one-on-one sessions, coaching sessions. I have a 1-month package, and I have a very optimal 3-month, 90-day program of coaching and yoga. And if you would like a free body blueprint, Invincible You body blueprint consult, a free 15-minute consult, DM me blueprint and we'll set it up. So I'm also looking to I'm looking for people who are interested in small group coaching for manifesting success in their fitness practice. So if that is also of interest to you, we can discuss that too. And I look forward to seeing you and assisting you in finding the results that you really want to achieve. Much love. See you soon.